So yeah. Well, thank you for the insight. Thank you for the insight. And we gonna jump right into women put men in the friend zone and men put women in the sex zone. Is it fair? That is the question. Is it fair?
And a lot of people, like, when people hear this, they're like, oh, well, women put guys in the friend zone. But if you ever think about and sit back, there are a lot of guys that actually are like, yeah, I'll definitely sleep with you, but you'll never be more than just me sleeping with you. That's it. Like, oh yeah, we could hang out sometime. We'd be cool. You come see me, I come see you. But at the end of the day, you'll never be anything you want to be. And that's almost, I was thinking about it, it's almost the equivalent of the dude that's like, man, I really like this girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you my friend. Like, oh, I'm the best. I could be the best thing for you. Well, no, I don't want to ruin our friendship. Kind of things like that. So I was like, these are like both the same thing. It's just men are more physical. So yes, sex. Yes, we're more physical, and women are more. Oh well, I want the companionship, the company, but I don't want to give you none of the benefits.
Understood. How I see it is, when you make yourself too available to anybody, a large percentage of people, they're going to take advantage. So if you're a guy and hey, you call me, and that the first conversation you should always avoid if you're a guy and you want to be never introduced into the friend zone, if she's telling you about another guy on the phone at any point in time, be like, hey, I got to go. I'm not him. I'm not that guy. Like, also, when you're doing that first like introduction, like meeting each other, state like the obvious. Hey, I think you're cute. You ain't gotta go and be creepy about it, but let them know like, hey, I think you cute. I don't want you because if you trying to throw me in the friend zone, this is not what I want. I find you attractive. So,
well, yeah, that's just saying, stating your intentions.
State my intentions, but don't
state your intentions, because if you come to me like, oh hey,
if you come to me with friends,
I'll be like, oh, you cool, that's cool, oh cool, we get along, that's cool. But I've had dated someone and then I was like, you know what? There's one big aspect that I thought that was there, and that's my fault for assuming.
Right.
And that was the Christian relationship. He didn't have one. And I was like, no. Oh. And then I told him that is important to me. I don't see how this is going to even work. But he still continued to push it. But my intentions was very clear. Look, you cool. I like hanging out with you. But I can't go any further with you romantically with that in mind.
Right. Mm.
Put it out there, made it known, but still, you still got people be like, oh, I can change her mind, and they'll still try to do that. But state your intentions. If you don't want to be in the friend zone, you better let me know you don't want to be in friend zones, because I can put you right there real quick.
Exactly. So, see, that be the thing. See, some guys get this impression in their mind, I'm going to show I'm extremely cool and all that, and then work my way into the position. No, bro. It's just like everybody. Let me tell you exactly what if I don't tell you exactly what I want, let me tell you exactly what I don't want. I don't want you to be calling me because it's moving day, and you just like,
you gonna call me and help you move?
You know what I'm saying?
Call me for the great
stuff. You ain't gonna you was single, I was single. That never crossed your mind, but that heavy box over there really got your attention. Huh?
We don't assume. That's one thing that guys don't understand. They be like, but I was trying to, you didn't feel the vibes? You didn't see no, honey. You can give me all the vibes. But if you ain't stating that that's what you want, I'm going to assume them vibes you cool. Yeah. You cool.
It's easy to misread that. Hey, I showed up here, like you said. Like I said, don't make yourself too available. Move-in day, don't be available, bro. Like, don't do that. Like, unless you, if I got a girl and it's moving day for my homegirl, be like, hey, baby, I'm finna go in and help them move. Cool. Mm-hmm. Why? I'm already set up. We've really reached this. Mm-hmm. This is strictly friendship. That's I got a chick. That's my friend. She ain't got a guy right now. She just needs somebody to move a TV. I got it. Like, Say you the stress. But if I ain't got nothing, no. Because then that gives you the friendship and having a husband, both of them in essence are service positions. Your friend, it's a service to have somebody you can call and vent to. It's a service to have somebody come pick you up off the side of the road. It's a service that, but at the same time, it's grayish because your husband can do all that for you.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
I honestly think that it depends, like she said, intention. So when a guy really wants to be with a girl, she just goes for it. If you don't do it in the first couple of days, that's it. Why? Because let's be honest, female, we like attention.
Right.
So if we see that you are this super kind of, you're kind, you're cool, you are always there for me, I'm going to think that you are my friend. And since you're not saying anything, that's good. Oh, and it may be that I don't even like you, but I like the attention. Right. And if you dare to see someone else, I'll be like, oh, so now you don't want to hang out with me?
But I guess one of the things that I know that some dudes have always said is a lot of women have always talked about, oh, well, you have to be my friend in order to date me. I want you to know you as a friend before I know you as something more serious. Me, my thing is, you going to know me as both or you don't know me as neither one. Because the idea is, don't get me wrong, I understand I want to get to know you, but you should want to get to know me too, not just friendship. I've asked a lot of people, what is the big difference between a boyfriend and just a male friend? The only difference truly is the intimacy and the physical. What can you do with your boyfriend that you would not do with your male friends? You will call them, you'll ask them for things, you'll ask them to help you with things, all of that. What would you do besides the intimacy and the physical?
Again, I think that's like your mentality or intention, which she's not keep saying it. Intention. Why? Because again, when you're coming into this friendship, you know exactly what you want. Mm-hmm. So speak up. Just say, hey, girl, I like you. Do you think this is going to work or not? And if if she says, oh, this is going to hurt our friendship, I mean, I get it, but also she's not into you. So, the question is
y'all hear that out
there. That's her attempt to preserve. She you're not my type, but I want you around. You're good people. You're fun. But you're just not my type of friend on the other side. Yeah.
I like what you Okay, so my boyfriend sends me a video of this couple, and come to find out it's a whole scripted thing. But the video, he's like, why did you turn down my proposal? What you do that for? And she was like, because I ain't ready to be married to you. And he was like, why? What's wrong with you don't want to be with me? She was like, no, I like your company. I like having you around. I like you being here. She liked everything, but she didn't want to be in a committed relationship with him. I like everything that you do. I like you being around, like you doing stuff with me. I like you, everything that comes with you being here. But I don't want you, basically. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I want the benefits that you are providing me at this moment. Yeah. But the attentions are not, like you said, with women, our attentions would be gone real quick. So if you don't say, hey, I'm feeling you, I'm into you, I think you're I want to get to know you. Exactly. If you don't say that in the beginning, it's an automatic for us. It's like, oh, he cool. We can hang out. Mm-hmm. We can do, he ain't said nothing about dating me or want to go on a date or get to know me. He just seemed real cool. So
and you can totally be yourself because she's a dude. I mean, you're a dude. He's cool. And I think I'm sorry. Back to the question is, most of the time, a woman will have sex in order to have a relationship. And a dude, a guy, will get into a relationship just to have sex. Because how many times have you been into a relationship and you don't even want to be there? You just want, the benefits.
Oh, a relationship?
The benefit.
I don't know about
Like,
that.
some people do that. So,
Some people do.
Yeah, that is true.
That's something.
and I think there's a big difference between the friend zone and the sex zone, because intimacy, of course, and friend zone is like, well, I hate to say it, but dude, it's your fault because you never told me.
Well,
And sex
but it's
zone,
not like you didn't know. Like,
See, that's what I'm telling
like-
you. We don't
Assumption.
know.
hold on, you gonna sit here and say that every dude that got friends on, you didn't know they didn't want to talk to you at all, nothing?
at
You
first,
don't know. You don't know until it's said. I got a friend like that. But
too.
after the fact, it was we got, oh, can I just cool, let's go eat lunch, let's hang out with her. You're in a relationship. So first of all, I'm not even thinking about none of that at that time. And
his fault, he
then
can't.
after the relationship was over, it's too late. Like, we've already established a friendship.
know.
You
Now,
can't come back
I
and be
gotta
like,
defend the
you know what?
greatness. I
Whenever I
can't.
get my chance, I'm with you. It's gonna be
Look,
on. I'm like,
I
yeah,
don't
no.
know. Now, I'll let it rock. I can't let that one rock. Right? On these grounds. Look, if he's gonna be in a relationship and commit to that 100%, like, look, I don't feel like I should get a strike because I'm being a faithful guy. Like, that's not my fault. It didn't work out. Like, I don't just think about it this way. I work at McDonald's and I'm like, you know what? I just want a higher paying job. This ain't working for me. And then I go out to the higher paying job, well qualified, and they're like, nah, you used to work at McDonald's. It's too late to put in your application. I gotta go back to flipping burgers. This is fucked up. I don't want to do that.
but you also have, actually, well, my best friend, he used to have, like, well, at some point in our relationship, but at first we were like friends, like, not intentions at all. I didn't even know that he was into me until our friends started like, oh, he's into you. And you're like, what are you talking about? He's my friend. He's my bestie. He's like, what? And no, because this and this. And you're like, oh, so he's not doing it just because he wants to be a good person. It's just because he wants something out of this.
Okay, there's two ways you could look at that. Because one way is, yes, some dudes will play the friend role to get in good with you, to try to break down those walls, and then, oh, you're vulnerable. But then some dudes are like, hey, you cool people, we cool, all that stuff, and then you start, okay, I'll start seeing some of the things I really do like in you. So it's like, hey, you know what? Let me see if this could be something. Because, like, don't get me wrong, when you find out, there's a lot of times where men and women, you put your good foot forward. The best thing about you, then you come to find out, oh, you were trash. Oh, everything you did was trash. You just showed me a nice cover at first. So, like, a dude like, oh, okay, let me see what she's really about. Oh, she's really, the things that she says, she's actually doing. She actually means those things. You know what? I'm going to shoot my shot. But then it's like, nah, you're the homie. You're the friend. It's like, oh.
I mean, what you
But
just
you
said.
still
Yeah.
have to. Okay, my thing is, you put yourself in a friend zone when you don't speak up. You still you have to let us know that there is a like
So should
I
dude
want to
say,
get to
hey,
know
don't
you.
get me wrong,
I
you
want
my
to get
friend,
to know
but
you.
you fine.
Like,
No,
I'm
I
just
want to
saying.
get to know you. Or you
Exactly.
You ain't gotta say you fine or you gotta do all that, giving us all that extra stuff. You need to make it known that you have some kind of attraction. Because if you don't, then we're automatically thinking that this the homie.
Yeah.
If the homie don't speak up when we
Exactly.
meet, he automatically gets placed there because we have no idea until you say something.
All I'm
now,
saying
You gotta say something.
you gotta like it's some substance to what they saying, fam.
I
A lot of-
understand.
because
It just looks
that's
like
why-
a double-edged sword, though.
No, it's really not.
Okay, because look at it like this. If I'm feeling you, but I'm trying to weigh you out, And
That's part of dating. That's dating.
Yeah.
That is the
but
definition
thing
of
is,
dating.
How often do people in relationships, you don't find out, like, for example, when me and my wife moved in together, we moved in before we got married. I figured out more things about living with her than I ever knew before living with her.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
it's like, hold up, I don't know who you truly are. If you are a truly kind person, like, of course, everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm the nicest person, I'm the best person. Oh yeah, I don't mind doing these things. Then come to find out that was a facade. Oh, I was doing these things to get where I want to be or to let guards down. Men and women have done that for the longest time. That's why everybody's talk about they get played. Oh, well, I don't mind spending this money on her. Then come to find out he didn't mind spending all that money on you. He was just trying to let that guard down and show you how generous he was.
But
Now,
don't you want to find out? Okay, don't you want to find all that stuff out by dating and getting to know them? Then rather you be like, oh, this the homie, and then at that point you could have a friendship, and this is it. Like, I find out about you. I know how you are. Like, it ain't never gonna happen. Like, I know who you are. It's not gonna happen. Or you dating somebody and you automatically tell them, you know, I'm feeling you. Let's get to know each other. We get to know each other, and therefore it's either we ain't talking no more. We didn't waste time trying to be friends and kicking it and all this, and I don't like you.
And also, I think you gotta be honest. And okay, you say, I'm not sure if she's really like, you know, I want to be with her or whatever. Because maybe at first you thought she was cute, and okay, let's be friends. But then you didn't know that she had all these qualities that you're like, dang, I want to be with her. And then you're complaining because you're in a friend zone when you didn't even want it to be in a relationship to begin with, because you just wanted to be friends. So I don't say that it's your fault, but kind of, because again,
I'm just
still
like devil's
need to say-
advocate.
yeah, you
because
still have to
I
say
don't
something.
believe in the friend zone. I refuse to be in there,
Same.
no matter what.
this
If you
means
don't want
some-
what I want, you don't need to be with me. You don't
So
even
you
need
didn't
to
wanna
you
be
need
my
to-
friend?
But you speak
No.
your intentions.
You
you
Your
didn't want to be
intentions
my
are
friend,
known.
so you're the fake one.
No.
Oh, God.
No.
You
Okay, hold up. I'll say it like this. In the beginning, like in any relationship, any person I've ever talked to, first place they go to, you going to the park. We're going to walk around the park. We're going to talk. We're going to get to know each other. Right then, I'm going to start assessing, are you trying to holler at me because you think I'm a trick off on you? Or are you trying to holler at me because you're trying to see intentions about me? Now, after this first date, oh, if you're like, oh, well, why didn't we do this? You know what? I'm good. Because I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to see what intentions are. But I'm not about to waste my time or my resources because you decide, oh, well, first date, the man should pay. First date, I want to get to know you. Let's talk. Let's have conversation. Let's see where this thing goes. Let's see what your goals, what your aspirations are, what you want to do. But what I'm not about to do, oh, well, she want to go out to eat. She want to go to movies. She want this. She want that. Nah, why? So that's why I don't look at the friend zone. That first date gonna let me know, oh, is she really into talking to me, trying to figure out things about me? Like, if I'm the only one talking on the date and you just answering the questions, we ain't going nowhere.
But like I say, what if this is not like a first date? I mean, let's say we went together to the same high school.
Okay.
And we went to the same class. I don't know. And then we just start talking because, well, you were right there. And we're friends. But then you realize that, oh, I like her. Like, I see her. And then you're trying to talk to me. It's too late. Well, not all the time. But why? Because you're not talking. You're just keeping this relationship, you know, as friendship. So, like, again, what's the how do you get out of the friend zone? Speak up.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Let me ask.
100%.
You got to speak up, because if you don't, then it's gonna keep on going. We're just gonna keep on doing it. But now these days, women are not they're very straightforward. Like, you ain't gonna spend no money on me first date. Well, then I don't want to talk to you. Like, it ain't even. Most of them ain't even doing this whole like let me. I want to get to know him. Let me see. No, they're like, okay, are you going? I two situations. One was through like one of my friends put something on a text thread, and the girl said, if you want to talk to me, you need to pay. And he said, okay, let's pass all of that. So let's say let's not even do the talking. How much is it so I could just so we could just fuck?
I mean,
because basically, I respect that too. Basically, that's what you're saying. You don't want to get to know me. You don't want to have a conversation. You want me to pay for a conversation.
Yeah.
So we might as well just skip all that. Just get back to the business. And some people was like, you know what? That's that. Oh yeah, it's definitely right. Because if that's what, and then there was an episode. There's a guy on YouTube. I don't know if it's on YouTube, but I see his videos on Facebook. And all he lives in Houston. All he does to go around. He got a nice sports car.
Yeah, I know
the guy. And he had one girl come up to him, and he was like, "Can you take a picture of me in my car?" And she was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Well, can I get your number so we can get to know each other?" She was like, "You got money?" And he was like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah, do you have money?" And he was like, "I got a little bit of something." He was like, "Well, you got to give me some money to get my number." She wanted money just for her number. So that is what I'm going against these days. Because these women right here, they don't care about getting to know nobody. They just, you got money? You got to pay for the number.
I don't know. I ain't never been in a situation.
I don't know. That's why I just want... You know, they always say the good people never really can get together like they want to because it's always... one person either is in it for themselves and the other one's like, hey, I just want to show you the best parts of me. So what is, like, I'd rather you just tell people straight up, hey, I want money, you get this. Oh, okay, cool. Because once you tell me straight up, I know what I'm trying to do. If I know all I'm trying to do is smash, okay, I know I got paid. Cool. But if I'm truly trying to get to know you, and I'll say this on both ends, if I'm trying to get to know you and you trying to get to know me, hey, maybe we should work on this together. Maybe everything shouldn't be materialistic because in today's time, it seems like a lot of people, if it's not about the money, oh, you don't get the time of day. And I'm going to be like, well, that's like most rappers, entertainers and things. You know who they married? Day one. That one that was with them through the struggle, not when they got up here.
That's one thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't like being broke, but at the same time,
we ain't broke no more.
I ain't broke. I'm just saying where I want to be.
Yeah.
But I ain't. Okay, I'm not broke. But whatever. I'm like, when I met my wife, I was definitely broke. I know I was broke then. I was definitely broke.
I was super broke.
That was broke. And I'm like, I don't know if I can attain high levels of success, and I'd be like, I gotta meet somebody new. I just don't feel like it. It's too much energy.
Yeah,
because
a lot.
I don't want to weed. I'm not the type to want to weed through people, and I know I'm too comfortable being alone. It's terrible how comfortable I am sitting at home by myself. So I'm like, I can either go out here and try to figure out if you're trying to get my money or get with me, or I could turn my TV on. TV gonna win 9 times out of 10. So I'm glad I met her when I was broke. Because at this point, even when I'm not, I'll be like, look, I don't see the significance in this. Like, we just do it. It's too much.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. I would literally probably start the conversation, you cute, but I don't feel like it.
I mean, it's real because I'm like, man, like, I met my wife when, like, my wife helped me so much, I couldn't see myself anywhere else.
Yeah.
But it's like, through good, bad, when we were struggling, now that I'm able to step into a role that I've always wanted to be in, it's like, okay, cool, I have no problem with that because even when I wasn't making it, you were still there with me. Now, I couldn't see myself being a millionaire now and being like, oh, well, we're going to have these. No, I'm going to take care of you because when we weren't there, you showed me you were worthy and you took care of me too.
You like me. I feel like we as people minimize the whole like experience of somebody just selflessly, you just like me. And I feel like that's,
Sometimes we don't like you all the time.
you like me enough, man.
Hey, it happens.
We
But
got
for
our
real.
moments where like, I
Yes.
don't like you.
But that's
today.
cool. But I'm just like, you know, we get to a point where we just so like, hey, you know what? You know, I gotta pay to keep you around. I gotta have parties all the time for you to show up. Sometimes I just want a person to be like, nah, bro, I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like a wife does. Like
Sit on the couch.
we just
Relax.
gonna turn the TV on. I'm gonna be over here doing my thing. You just be in the space together. We cool. Like I said, we minimize like selfless, just genuine. I just like being in your presence, fam. And that's why I feel like some dudes get thrown in the friend zone. It's like it's so comfortable with you just being around that I don't want in no way to jeopardize that feeling. Like, hey,
Yes.
because if we break up, who's to say that you gonna stop coming and sitting on the couch? Now you might be somewhere else. So now I don't want to jeopardize the couch sitting.
Well, but yeah, you don't want to jeopardize it, but you still have to make it. You know, you got to put it out there that our friendship is cool, but I'm digging you or something. I
just
like
said
you.
that in
You
the
cool.
beginning.
You something.
Yeah.
Because if you don't say something, it'll never turn around. Because she will
that's
put
true.
you there, and you. I don't know nobody who just got out the friend zone.
And I was gonna ask a real quick question.
Or just got out of it like.
Real quick question for both the ladies, and then we're gonna move on. Have you ever been friends with somebody for a certain number of time, and then been like, okay, we can actually see if this relationship works, or once a friend, always a friend?
Interesting.
I've never been in that where you a friend and let's see how this work. No, I haven't been in that situation.
I've been kind of in that situation with my husband because when we first met, we were just like friends, seriously, like no intentions. Like he never, and I was just like, cool. I can trust him. I can be myself and all that. And then at some point, we're just like, why not? So he wasn't in the friend zone, but we were just friends. And then something happened. I don't know. And then, see, 8 years.
But I'm saying,
we're
at
still here.
any point in when y'all was just friends, did he just say like, "Oh yeah, you're cute"?
No,
He never said it.
no.
He never said.
And
"Oh,
to be honest, and so what happened, well, English is my second language.
Okay.
So when I first met him, I didn't know that I knew enough English. So it was more like a translation mistake. Because I told him, I like you. But I was telling him, like, I like you.
it's like
Like, But I thought
Understood.
that he say, I like you. And he was like, oh, I like you too. And I was just like, oh, really? Cool. And then I was just like, why not? And it was that, translation.
I can dig that."
Respect.
But something was said.
Something was said though. Let's throw that out
That's
there.
what we
But
bring
also
right
for all
back to.
you
Something
guys,
was said.
for all you guys who do find yourself in this proverbial friend zone, I'm gonna tell you, one, you got a little disruption goes a long way, and I know people might not agree, but here it is. If you stuck in the friend zone, simply just stop being the friend, fam. Just be like, look, look, that wasn't really what I'm looking for. And I guarantee you, if she do like you and she just put them feelings to the back, what she gonna ultimately do is be like, I miss my couch buddy. And she gonna call you. And it's like, now it's on your terms. If you gonna kick it with me, if you gonna kick it with me, you gotta give me a fair shot. That's all I'm saying. And then, you'll learn from where it go from there.